Hey, Earthlings. Welcome to an impromptu video. I've just been down to my local park and Govinda's have a restaurant there, mobile kind of one. It reminded me that over a decade ago now, when I worked for Vegan Island as a volunteer, some guy came over from London, and with a view to opening a vegan restaurant in Dublin. There wasn't one in those days. We met him in Govinda's, and he was very dismissive. In fact, if you see the food behind me, he called it vegan slop. This video is in praise and celebration of vegan slop. See, he was a bit of a food snob, and he was one of these guys that, he would serve, about 2 or 3 pieces of something on a plate the size of Captain America's shield, and with a bit of drizzle. And I really dislike food snobs myself. And so I didn't really like this guy, particularly when he said, well, look, we'll open this vegan restaurant, but the worst thing to do is put vegan on it. Otherwise, nobody will come, kind of thing. And so he was very dismissive of existing kind of vegan food. And what you got with Govinda's is this is an interesting picture because, well, 2 pictures. The one on the left there, it used to be called a vegetarian whole food restaurant. And then they changed, in recent years, they've changed to this kind of thing, this vegan and vegetarian. So vegan larger than the vegetarian thing. In fact, I do remember one of these signs, which the vegan bit was even bigger. So whether there's been any pushback from the vegetarians and they've kind of tweaked it a little bit, I'm not quite sure. Well, vegetarians can be a little bit difficult about vegan issues, so that could be it. And so, there's hardly anything that's not vegan friendly in the place. The same with cornucopia. When I first arrived in Dublin in 2005, I think it was 65% vegan friendly, and now they claim to be 90, 95, 96, 97 kind of percent. Govinda's is also a great place, if you look on the right picture there, because at the end of the day, they give their food away to the homeless. So the homeless trot down there and everything. Anyway, as I said, this guy was very dismissive of vegan slop, as he called it. So this is a picture of what I've got behind me in terms of the green screen. I mean, I love this stuff. It's what I'm used to, I suppose, having gone vegan relatively early. But he was saying that no, in modern day consumers, now that veganism is getting more mainstream, they're going to need the kind of burger kind of shapes. They're going to need the kind of more kind of modern looking type of stuff, And I suppose in terms of what's gone on now with Beyond and Impossible and all that kind of stuff, all that has come to pass, I suppose. He kind of predicted that, I suppose, in the sense that it had been developing at the time. But he was very dismissive of this kind of food, which is what I was brought up on back in England, in Manchester, like vegetarian restaurants like the Yates, where you would get what he would call vegan slop. Nothing wrong with vegan slop. Here's in praise of vegan slop, folks. So, an impromptu video in praise of food. Who'd have thought I'd do one of them? Anyway, see you, Earthlings. Bye for now.